Bueno,
Well, yeah, there's a huge advantage. That's a huge advantage for me. The fact that I fought former world champion, two former world champions in my last two fights. I understand that Abner's talent, that we cannot compare the amateur fights we had together. I'm not going to blame anybody for what happened, but the reality of it all is that when we fought for the Olympics and he beat me, it was because Mexico had more power than Colombia, and they had, the judges were more on their side than the Mexican side than the Colombian side. So now we're two warriors. Whatever happened in the past, he did beat me in the amateurs, and now I know that I rely not only on that experience that I have, but also on how positive I am about my victory on May 22nd. So we're going to prove who's the best in the Bantamweight division that night.
Sí, Abner es un gran peleador.
Abner is a good guy. He's a very talented fighter. He's got a lot of skills. He can do a lot of different things in the ring. Not only that, but he's also a hungry kid that wants to come and show everybody what he's capable of. But what you guys have to remember is that I am the champion, and I have to show the world why I am the champion. He's not going to come over here and just do whatever he wants with my title. So it's, even though he's a good kid and he's a good friend of mine, but I am the champion.
Sí.
That's the first and only factor in my career. As you guys know, I'm Colombian. I live here in Santa Fe Springs. My whole family is back there. I know that Abner is a hungry fighter, but that's where all my victories and all my training is geared towards. The fact that I have a lot of needs, my family have a lot of needs over there in Colombia, and I'm always thinking of them, and that's what drives me.
No.
He's basically the same fighter, the same tough guy. He likes to mix it up. He likes to battle in the ring. I'm not going to talk about the last few things that I've seen on his fights because I will keep that for myself. But overall, he's the same fighter he was when we were fighting in the amateurs.
Bueno,
I feel more secure, more comfortable about what's happening with my career, obviously. But with that comfort and everything comes with the responsibility. Now everybody wants to fight me. Everybody wants what I have. And the case in point is the fact that I now have to face my good friend Abner, because he is a friend of mine, because he wants something I have. So it has added me because it makes me more comfortable, but I have a huge responsibility to be able to defend my title.
I mean, I'm still teaching him some things that in the ring, I mean, like we've seen in his last couple of fights. I mean, Mambuza, if you guys got to see it, he was on the ropes a lot. So there's little things that we see and we adapt, and he adjusts so well. So he's always learning, and the main thing is he adjusts so good in the ring when it comes fight time because he's prepared. I mean, I've never seen a fighter as well as prepared as him. So I mean, it just makes it a lot easier for us to adjust during the fight. I mean, he could fight any style. So I mean.
So he's not sitting here as a world champion now saying, well, I'm a champion, I don't have to learn anymore.
Oh, no. He's always wanting to learn and do new things. I mean, so that's the great thing. I mean, he's hungry. He's still hungry because he knows he still has to feed his family. I mean.
Bueno, Abner
He says that, yeah, he knows Abner for 7 or 8 years. They knew each other because he was in the Mexican team and Yonnhy was in the Colombian team, and they had great fights in the amateurs. He knows him very well since that time. That's when they became friends. And after that, the fact that he's fighting his friend, well, they're still going to be friends after the fight, but they're going to have to break up that friendship on May 22nd. And it's my obligation as a fighter to fight the best, and he's there, and I have to face him. We're going to be best friends after the fight, maybe better than before, but May 22nd, we're going to break up our friendship for probably about an hour.
Bueno,
The reception over there was huge. Actually, it got to the point that my wife was getting a little bit fed up of all the people that coming around to the house and not ever leaving, and then that became an ongoing thing every day, and I was tired. And it was a big difference for the fact that I remember I needed some dental work. I went to the dentist, and when I walked in there, I started talking to the doctors, and there were not only dentists, there were other doctors over there, and they didn't even charge me for the services. And that's when I realized that, wow, I'm a world champion, and you know, I'm getting some stuff for free. His father told him over there that he knew that people really care for him and loved him in Colombia, but not that much. So, you know, he was very happy with the reception that he got over there. He doesn't really know how big he is here in the United States, but he feels it in a huge way when he goes back home. It's about the reception that only the other fighter that in Colombia got that same reception was Kid Pambale with Cervantes. He says, yeah, it's true. I do respect Cervantes. He's without a doubt the greatest Colombian fighter that ever lived. Unfortunately, he's going through very, very rough times right now, and I wish that they compare me to him on the way I fight, but not on my personal life. We're very different in that sense. I feel sorry for what he's going through, but you know, he is Cervantes and I'm Yonnhy Perez.
Bueno, la llave de mi...
I think everything is based on my preparation. I do have some things in my arsenal. I have powerful hands, and I have a lot of smarts in the ring, and I can box very well. But everything's based on my preparation, my conditioning.
Bueno,
I have a lot of respect for Marquez and Vazquez for the great wars and battles that they put together in the ring. This is the fourth fight, as everybody knows, and a lot of the Mexican fans are going to be there to see that fight. I will never take away anything from those two gladiators. However, I think that night, my fight and their fight is going to compete to see who really the best fight is. I think it's going to be a good, nice competition to see which one really steals the show. I think the fight with Marquez could definitely do that on May 22nd.
Oh, nada.
Yeah, well, Abner can do a lot of different things in the ring, but nothing really worries me about what he can do. I know how well he's prepared. I know he's young. I know he's more than ready for this challenge. I know his trainer very well. I want to send him, a hello through you guys. And I know Joel Diaz. He's a great teacher. He's a good coach. And I'm sure they have worked a strategy for this fight. But that night's not going to be his night. It's going to be my night. There's nothing that he can do that really worries me.
No.
He says, yeah, it's true. All my opponents have been, most of my opponents have been Mexican, so I always fought against Mexican fighters. I know Abner is going to have a big crowd over there. I have a huge crowd that is coming to support me from here from Santa Fe Springs. I have my promoters, my corner, but I know that all those people are there to watch the fight and to see it as fans. My closest friend is my trainer, Danny Zamora, and the night of the fight, he's going to walk me to the center of the ring, and then he's going to leave me with Abner. So it's just the two of us. So it doesn't matter how many people are there. It doesn't matter who's there to support Abner or me, but it's just him against me.